Welcome to Coach's Corner Cavs fans. Thanks for joining me on a Tuesday today. Had some other things to do yesterday, so we're meeting here on Tuesday. So we're going to look at a little bit about the young guys briefly, and then we will preview or review the Minster game, preview the Parkway game. A couple shout outs, one to an individual that helps us quite a bit on game night, and then shout out to our other sports teams that are having good seasons. So last week versus Minster, the 7th and 8th both won. The freshmen did lose last Monday in a tough game. I think it was 24 to 16, I think, something like that, in a good game over at Minster. So hopefully, but they did regroup this week and beat Parkway yesterday. I think it was 35 to 6 or 8 or something like that. So it was good bounce back by them. And then of course the game Friday night, we won the game 24-21 at Minster, and it was a heck of a ball game. We felt like it would be two very similar type teams. A very senior player starters. Almost all of their starters are seniors. I think they had two maybe underclassmen playing a lot, maybe 3, and we don't have many either. Maybe 3 or 4 that get some really good quality time, maybe 4 or 5, and then of course special teams. Both of us use guys both ways. The game was back and forth. We felt like similar offenses. I guess different types of defense, but just a game that went back and forth. And we scored first, and then they scored a couple, and then we scored a couple, and they scored to tie it up. In the fourth quarter, we had a really good. We got the ball back with 7 minutes. We had a good kickoff return and had, I don't know, a drive of probably 6, 7, 8, maybe closer to 10 plays, just down to 15-yard line or so, and we kicked a field goal with a minute 30, something like that, and they didn't have any timeouts, and then we held them. They had 4 incomplete passes there after the kickoff. We kicked it in the end zone. So it was a fun game. Two really good quarterbacks and lots of really good players, and the game itself. As both as we watched and as a coach, and if I was coaching them, you saw so many just good, really well played plays and really good plays on catches, and and you looked at your DB and you say, gosh, you were right there, right in position, and the receivers made a really good play, and that happened on both sides. And so it was a really well played game, exciting game, and fortunately for the Cavaliers, we got that last field goal, and our kicking game was really good again. Our kickoff team was excellent. There was only one punt in the game. I think we punted once, and they didn't punt at all. So both teams made all their extra points, and so the kicking game was solid. And I guess maybe our starting position on our kickoff return was a little bit better than theirs, and that certainly helped. And then of course the last field goal for the game winner. So 24-21, Minster was 4-0 coming in. And they're in the same region with Marion. So at some point, I think those are the 2 best teams in Division 7 across the state. And so that might be the state championship in the regional finals, Minster and Marion local. So we're happy to come away with a win there. Preview of Parkway. Parkway comes in at 1-4. Like to welcome Brian Schmidt to the league. He's their new coach this year, and they're doing some new things there that look good, and he's working to get the Panthers going. Offensively, they're very similar, like to when we would play Kenton. Throw quite a bit. I think almost 70% of the time they're throwing the ball with a good quarterback who can throw it around a little bit, spreading people out, 2x2, 3x1, even some empty. And so offensively, they're really throwing a lot and doing some different things there, similar to the way Kenton used to do it. Defensively, we've seen them in 2 different. We saw them early in a 3-4 front. most of the time, and then last week they played a little four-man D line. So we'll see what we get on Friday. This is our homecoming game, so hopefully the kids will enjoy the week. Every day this week they can dress different, all kind of different activities, different dress codes, I guess, for the week. And then the dance is Saturday evening at the high school. So I guess we'll see who the king and the queen are. So, like I said, we're trying to get better this week, get healthy. We do have those two nose guards that are still out for a while. Our one corner, Drew Frank, has a pulled groin, and so we'll see if he played well last week, even hurting a little bit, but hopefully he'll come back by the end of the week feeling good. So that game is homecoming, 7 o'clock on Friday. So senior spotlight, like I said, I'm going to keep going numerically. So number 24, Miles Potcutter, and number 25, Cody Depwig, are like the twins, I guess, as far as our team. And as they just worked out 24 and 25. That I'm spotlighting those two together. But they're both linebackers. They're both three-sport guys. Football, basketball, baseball. They're both also our running backs, and so they switch off a lot at running back. They are next door neighbors, right next door neighbors. That's kind of cool. So they've been good friends their whole lives. So two guys that are very, very similar in some ways in those types of things, but physically, I guess different. Cody's about 6'2", 215 pounds, and Miles is about 5'10", I'm going to say 65. And so, but both really good, smart football players, unselfish in a sense, especially on offense when those two are sharing a spot, and also with Braxton Taylor, a sophomore, who comes in and gives those guys break. And so that's been really good for us to have three running backs that we can count on. If you've been watching us, we go a lot more two-back than we've ever done, and we've gone under center. People have commented about, hey, I like the way you guys are going under center, and so Cody is like the big bruising fullback and blocking back, with Miles and Braxton being the tailback when we're in the I. And I just told Cody the other day I feel like he needs to get some more carries, and so I guess that's on me to call his number a little bit more. But so defensively, they're almost exactly the same in tackles. I think Cody might have just a couple more tackles, but two really good football players that enjoy it and are really good leaders, and just along with this other seniors that I've talked about. I guess I'm like a repeating the record, so to speak. A bunch of smart guys that get it and enjoying it, and really a fun senior class. Spotlight, Matt Brunswick is our spotlight guy. Matt graduated about 3 or 4 years ago, and he just loves Coldwater sports. So he goes to all the sports, and he started helping Fish, Nick, with basketball filming and stats and all those types of things. And excuse me. So somehow he asked, I can't remember if he asked us or if we asked him if he could start helping us, and he really enjoys it. And so he helps mainly with our end zone camera now. It's a remote end zone camera. So he's done some different things over the years, but his main job is to get the end zone camera going and the remote there. And so he just shows up with all the games. Kind of interesting. Matt, no matter what, he wears shorts, no matter how cold it is, short sleeves and shorts, no matter if he's up on top of the press box or in the press box. And I always tell him, you're going to need to wear some pants. Oh no, I wear shorts all the time. So kind of interesting. But Matt has done a really good job and enjoys it. So appreciate Matt coming each week and hanging with us all this time. Shout out, I guess, just as I've watched the other sports teams this year, this fall. I haven't seen a whole lot, but enough to kind of keep an eye on it. And again, if you follow our sports, the volleyball team is ranked #1 in the state and undefeated. and they're really fun to watch. Our girls soccer team is playing really well. The golf teams just finished up. The boys got second in the league. I'm not sure exactly what the girls got. Then of course there's cross country. And so boys and girls cross country have done pretty well in several of the tournaments. So I wish them good luck as they move forward into the into their state tournaments, and hopefully they can do well in those tournament runs. So Friday night again, homecoming, 7 o'clock here at Cavalier Stadium.